Alright, I have done some fiddling. Welcome back to Assetto Corsa. And at the end of the last episode you will have seen that I've been having trouble with the BMW Z4 driving around the Nurburgring sprint track. I have read the descriptions of all of the settings that I can change, and I should now have, in theory, a more stable car, so let's find out. Now this should be good under braking, but not very good turning, which, to be honest, I don't really mind turning as long as it's stable under braking. You can see there the hill I mentioned in the last video that just throws the car off balance, and yes, it is slightly more, does feel slightly more well balanced now. Not the greatest, because obviously turning is now a bit of a chore, but realistically I want the car to be stable under brakes. Put the wheel off. That was my fault, not anything the car did. I dipped the wheel onto the grass, and that's what I get as an end result. So let's really start trying to push this now. I wish I could change gear ratios, because I would like to try and get into fifth around here to get a bit of a higher speed. I am at least more confident to pushing the car as much as I can. I'm sure other people could do this with the default setup without having to touch the damn thing, but I'm just not good enough. Off track again. No, let's restart. I completely lost it under braking that time. Whoa! That was just a terrible start. I forgot I didn't have the wheel centered. Kinda wish whoa. Okay, that was a downshift unsettling the car there. Let's do this in third and see how well I do. Yeah, it's downshifts unsettle the car. So I need to be a bit more careful with downshifting by the looks of things. Upshifting's fine, it's just going down, back down. I need to be supremely careful and hitting bumps as well. This car is not particularly fond of hitting bumps. Yeah, that was a downshift that unsettled the car completely. Okay, so I've learned what the problem is. There's probably nothing to do with the setup at all. Let's see. That should be centered. Yep. So up to 140 kilometers an hour already. Ready on the brakes. Yeah, it was downshifts unsettling it. I was downshifting too early. Too aggressively. That wasn't the ideal way to enter a corner. You know, you should really try and enter corners steering in the way that the corner is, not in the opposite direction. It's just general good advice. Don't know how I saved that, but I did. So, the thing I like the most about Assetto Corsa and the way it's set up is that most of the turning happens in the first 90 degrees of wheel turn. That was nice, that was well taken. And you can't really see it because, well, you can because the wheel on screen is turning at the exact same rate as my wheel. Right here. So every movement you see is a movement I make, as well as on the pedal display in the bottom right hand corner. That is very much intentionally there. The only thing you can't see is me pressing the damn it. The only thing you can't see is me pressing the paddles to shift gears, which oddly enough is actually done in the game as well. Slightly after I do it, but close enough that it can pass, I guess. It passes as realistic, actually, the speed at which it's done, so there's very low latency. Now the issue is, I'm not going to get... Yeah. I'm done with that attempt. You know what, let's just give up on the career for a minute. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back to practice with the BMW Z489 at the Nurburgring sprint. Let's start, and I'm gonna have to check the setup of this Z4 because I'm pretty sure it's gonna start off with semi-slick tires, because I want the, that's right, street tires. Can I even get semi-slicks? No. Good. We go 20 litres. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a few laps here and figure out where I'm going wrong. Now this first lap should be okay, because it's the second and third laps that everything goes to hell, normally at the first corner, so that's something I want to work on. If you hear some coughing in the background, I do apologize. That is my sister. She has a quite bad chest infection at the moment. She supposed to be at work, but really she can hardly breathe, so it's kind of something you guys will have to put up with. I think the issue that I've been running into has been I've been shifting too aggressively. Well, downshifting too aggressively. Upshifts can be as aggressive as I want. I'm gonna short shift there just to... That was actually really well taken. I'm gonna just see out the rest of 20 minutes in this practice session, because I do want to try and get the hang of the track as well as the car and what I need to be doing. So coming down here in 5th, if I lay off the throttle and just ease the brake. No, I lose it. Okay. So let's just cruise around here, because I'm confident enough with all these corners. What I can describe as racing speeds. It could be as simple as I'm locking my brakes. Do I have a braking app here? Performance data? Just get a delta up over here. So my best lap around here so far is at 2:13. I can gauge from the delta where I'm going wrong. Believe it or not. So as you can see, from the delta time, I completely knocked up that corner. And that was all down to me braking wrong. So I'm thinking that it could be braking is the issue. So see, I am slightly slower out of the first corner. And no. Okay. Let's go back to the pits. Lower the tire pressures on the front only to... No, let's get them up to 30. Let's leave the rears where they are. Unsafe pit exit, but there's nobody else on track on the other one here. Across here. According to the delta, my outlap will be 2:23. I wonder, is the problem that I'm left foot braking? Because I'm used to right foot braking. Let's try a bit of right foot braking this time. It's not that simple, is it? Is it as simple as I've kept my foot on the throttle while braking? Because I know I do have a habit of doing that. See, I don't know where I'm going wrong. And because I'm recording all of these in a bunch, you guys won't be able to tell me very easily. I actually left foot brake coming into there and it was very stable. I think I might have got a stable setup now, in terms of tire pressures at least. So let's just see how I do coming out of the last corner. That was nice. was a 227. But we exited the last corner faster than before. So let's start braking here. Okay, so I was too aggressive on the downshifts. However, I did actually get into the first corner. So I think the issue is I've been out braking myself this entire time. As a result, I've needed to be a lot heavier on the brakes. And I've been losing time. So let's do a few laps around here just to be sure. Should be able to take this corner in third, actually. Yep. That saved a wow! That actually saved a ton of time. So I should be able to get a sub 2 minute lap here. If I don't screw up the chicane. Which I did. However, I also improved on it. That was a 155.2, good lord. So if I start braking up here, probably a bit early, which does mean I can get out of the corner clean. Also means I don't really need to brake coming into here. I mean, if I can just find a line where I'm stable, that's kind of good. Doesn't exactly have to be the fastest line in the world, and I know that all the cockpit view might annoy some people, but this is a simulation, and I'm going to do it right. That was messy. That was very messy. Can I get through here in third? Not particularly well. Just feather the throttle and now nail it. Now I'm getting the hang of this car. Now I'm starting to get the hang of this car now. You need to be careful on downshifts while braking, because now I'm gonna get another 156 here, but no, 155. Yeah, 155.994. So I brake at that Marshall. Spin out, so I need to brake before that Marshall. So let's just cruise around, and I think this is in fact going to be the last lap. Yeah, this is going to be the end of the video right here. Cause hey, in 6th gear I've got really loose steering. Whee! Oh. Just gonna find somewhere to park it. Quite out of the way. I'm gonna bring this back to the pits actually. So if you don't want to see me driving around to the pits, feel free to stop watching now. Because that's all that's going to happen, is I'm going to drive safely back to the pits and call this a video. So I'll leave you by saying I've been Rainbow Dave. You've been watching, whoa, me spinning a lot in Assetto Corsa, but getting the hang of a BMW Z4 at long last. And yes, this is all in real time. I haven't cut anything out of this video, so I'm kind of surprised at how quickly I've figured the car out. Because I know some people say they need, you know, 30, 40, 50 laps to get a car properly figured out, and I'll probably need about that to get it fully figured out once I choose a car track. Well, once I choose a car that I really want to drive a lot of, and I have one in mind, but it is very, very tough. So I leave you by saying I've been Rainbow Dave, you've been watching Assetto Corsa. Whoops. Thank you very much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and all of that good stuff and nonsense. Just warming my tires. I'll see you next time. Until then, stay safe. And goodbye.